Alrighty guys, I think we're live. Alright, it's been a while since I've done a livey, that's for sure. Okay, so today the plan is to build my new arrows for the Evolve 35. Okay, so what arrows have I got? And that's the question. I ended up getting some 3D HV arrows. Now these are the super light. Jimi! Jeremiah? Is that how we say it? You know I'm shocking with names, but welcome along. Adam's in. We're all starting to catch up. Oh, blacks! Alright, it's been a while since I've done a livey. Jeremiah, there we go. Okay, so I have the NVX, not the NVX, the 3D HV. Now the 3D HV are the lightest arrow that Victory makes. So I was going for light and speed, and I was going to make them super light. But before we go super light, let me tell you that you need to go with the IBO rating. And the IBO rating is 5 pounds per 5 grains per arrow per 5 pounds of your bow. So I've got a 70-pound bow, which means I need to have the arrows at least 350. And I thought, well, what's that? I'll make them 300. What's it matter? And then I got onto you got old mate Adam Gibson. I said, what happens? Oh, you're gonna get in trouble, Adam. I said, what's the go if I run them lighter? Like, what'll happen if I run them lighter than 350? And that's when Adam was telling me that if you run arrows lighter than IBO, you void your bow warranty. I did not know that one. Did not know 5 grains per pound. That's it, thank you. I need 350 grain arrows. That's right, and if I don't, I'll void me warranty on the bow. I did not know that one, so you cannot run light arrows, otherwise it's like dry firing your bow and your bow can't handle it. Did not know that one, so I'm glad I asked. But we've got the old scales out, so we're going to weigh everything. I want to get them close to 350 as possible. Big T! So I'm planning on getting them as close to 350. I don't want them over 350. Let's put it that way. I do not want them over 350. I want them as close, if not a touch under. I'll be happy if they're a touch under. What do you reckon if it's 4? If I need 350, it's 345. 345 couldn't help. My NVX is 305 grams for 60-pound bow. Ooh, that's some light arrows. Because what's the IBO is 300 for a 60-pound bow. Okay, so we've got the. Let's before we get into anything, because I'll forget otherwise. Process. We got to go through the process, don't we? It's a long one. It's probably going to be a long livey. It's the only tedious process. That and making arrows and getting sight settings are the two things I hate about archery, because they're just tedious and take so bloody long. So that's the plan. Let's get into it. Let's go one step at a time. I was going to weigh everything and I was going to get everything all set, but before we get everything set, I need to get the old G5 arrow squaring tool out. Oh, compound wannabe! How are you, buddy? Okay, so got the Shrewd hat, the PSE shirt, the Bright Sight logo. It's all happening, and the Bright Sight rest is on the way. So first thing we got to do, first step in the arrow making process is squaring off your arrows after the cut. So that's what you use the Square 5 tool for. Just set it on there, spin it a few times, and it just gets rid of any of those burrs, any of the burrs and any unevenness from the arrow saw, because sometimes the arrow saw doesn't hit it dead square, so it's good to get it with the old G5 arrow squaring tool. There's one side done. How's this? This side hasn't been cut. This is factory side. Check this out. Can you focus in on this? See if we can. Come on, focus for me. There's a little nick out of it. Where is it? Where is it? There, can you see that? Can you see that little nick? I wonder what's to go there. That's from the factory. I suppose it can't hurt though, can it? Can't hurt much. You reckon I need to worry about that, people? What do you think? Let me know. I'm a Brightside fan. I'm also a Brightside Pro Staff. So that's they're already been cut down. They're cut down to 28.5 inches. I run all my arrows at about 28.5. That's how I like it. I've got a 30-inch draw, and I like my arrows about 28.5. So they're all cut to 28.5. That's why I got the arrow tool out. And do you know what I need to do? Is get a white texter, and if you get a white texter, then you can tell when your arrows are square, because you'll get a little mark. I can tell this one's not though. Still keep going on this one. The factory's cut this one dodgy as hell. What spine? 350 spine. I probably should have went, because when I bought them I was planning on making them 80 grain points, because I was going to put an 80 grain point in there, and I thought if I put 80 grain, then you can just see that there's one edge that hasn't been filed, so I'm going to have to keep filing this one. So I was going to run 80 grains and try and make it about 310, 320 grain arrows. And then when I found out that I can't, I'm like, oh no. So they might be a touch under spine, but I looked it up on the Victory. Got the mad spine chart at the moment, so you can put in your point weight, your vein weight, everything, and it'll calculate exactly the perfect spine for you. So with this set up at 350, so the points are 150 to 80. So if I leave it at 150 with the 350s, the spine should be 325, not 350. So that's not too far off. It's right in between the two of them. It's on the weaker side, but I think that'll be fine. But I'm thinking I'm going to cut these down to 120s. I'm going to make these 120s. See how we go. When we get the scales out, we'll work it out. They're all there. How are we going on this one? I can still see an edge where it's not. Let me show you at home. Focus. Let me show you at home what I'm talking about, what I'm struggling with. What if I do this? Can you see? No, you can't really see. See, one of the edges isn't shiny. See, when I spin it, see it gets a dull edge, so that dull edge hasn't been filed yet. Which means that the arrow isn't square. What's the OD on these arrows? They are 0.204. Yeah, thank you, 0.204. Oh, Quantity's in the UK. Oh, Charles Duplessis, I didn't see he's in, is he? Alrighty, guys, so we're just falling away. I can't believe how unsquare this arrow is. We're going to be here for 2 days if I have to file. That's it, I'm done with that one. It has to be done. Not doing it anymore. Sick of it. Sick of it. Okay, 1 down, 11 to go. Charles Duplessis! Tell you what, check out Charles Duplessis' channel. He's been pumping them out lately. Some great videos. Michael P. How are we, Michael P? Primal Archery's been pumping out some good videos lately too. Who else do I need to give a shout out to? If you want a bow stand, tell you what, if you want a bow stand, make sure you check out JP's Bow Stands on Facebook. I should have Charles do me thing, you reckon? Who's this that just come in? Pink Pony! I am from Australia, buddy. I am deep in the Australian neck of the woods. Whatever you want to say. Alright. I use short rods. You use short rods, do you? What part? Just north of Sydney, buddy. Just north of Sydney. What about yourself? Whereabouts are you from, Pink Pony? Filing. God, this is going to be a long, tedious video. It's the one thing I hate about bloody archery is setting the bloody arrows up. Such a time-consuming, tedious process. We haven't even got to bluing the points in yet. Tamworth! Ah, not too far away. The old Tammy. Never been to Tamworth? I thought you were on the coast, not on the west. You got me there, Oblex. I am on the coast. I am on the coast. I'm not in the woods. Alrighty. Spin. What are we looking at? Alright, that's looking good. 3 down, 9 to go. Am I surfing? No, but I used to bodyboard heaps. I was a bodyboarder, not a surfboarder. So I did go to the beach a lot. I did grow up on the beach, that's for sure. But I wasn't surfing, I was bodyboarding, but I was still catching waves, I guess. I was still catching those waves. Down in my little dungeon, filing arrows. Don't you love it? Some days we think I'm from Nimbin. That'll be right. Good on you, Big T. Good on you, Big T. You're a character, you are. From old Nimbin. If you don't know, Nimbin's like the... What made me get into archery? Oh, there's a good question. I like these questions because it gets me talking. So, there was nothing major that got me into archery. I was a big golfer. I was right into golfing, and I wasn't very good, but I was right into it. I was just B grade, but oh no, I was A grade. I was A grade in the end. So I was right into golfing, but I just got sick of walking around, and it was just such long, tedious practices. Like I practice every day, and I'd do a round every day kind of thing doing golf. It would take like 3 or 4 hours or something to do a round of golf every day. I'm like, man, that's a lot of time-consuming effort. And then I got sick of walking, and I was a hacker. I played off 10. 10 was my handicap because of the competition. I used to play competitions. But yeah, I used to play off 10. After a year, I only played for a year. So I used to play off 10. But I got sick of walking around, just constant walking and constant... just all the walking and all the chasing the balls, and like you can go to the driving range and hit it, but driving range doesn't cut it, you know what I mean? You really need to be doing rounds if you want to get good at golf. You got to be doing rounds, because that's the only way you get good. Because you go to the driving range, you're just hitting balls. You're not really trying to get in that hole or trying to get that around that tree or over the top of the tree or whatever. And they're the shots that make the game. So if you want to be a golfer, you got to do the rounds. So I got sick of doing the rounds. I was just over it. I was like, God, this is such a tedious thing. No golf cart. There is golf carts, but not under my They weren't in my... I couldn't afford it. That's the words I'm looking for. I couldn't afford the golf cart. Not every day anyway. I was looking to buy one, but I couldn't afford it. So I was a walker. I had to walk. I ended up getting an electric cart on a remote control cart. That was awesome for a while. And I was on a remote control. And me buggy, me golf bag, used to just be able to drive it around with a remote. So I'd have the remote in my pocket and just hit the button, and the thing would just follow along, just walk along with me. I'd go take it around, and so it was like driving a remote control car every time I played. So that was pretty cool. So I didn't have to push the car around anyway. Do I hunt? No, I'm keen to get into hunting though. So yeah, so I hated the walk, and I hated how much time it was. So I was like, I need another sport. I need something else to get into, because this is just doing me head in. I probably should have stuck with golf, because I was pretty good at it. I was getting pretty good. So then I was looking around. I'm like, well, what can I do? There's got to be something. And then my mate was talking about how his mate was a hunter, and he had this bow, this compound bow. I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. So then I started looking into it and seeing that it's a pretty cool sport. So I was going to get into recurve. I was just going to, well, this is my story. It took me so long to get into archery. It's like ridiculously hard to get into archery here. I don't know why it was so hard. So this is what happened. I was like, well, I need to get a bow to try out. So I went to the local shop, which was like 2 hours drive away. Went there and said, I'm after a bow. Just give me a cheapie. Give me a cheapie to try out, because I don't know if I want to get into it, but I want to give it a go, you know what I mean? And I won't know if I like it, because I like practicing. I love practicing. I just love it, like I love practicing more than anything, like doing things. I just like practicing, getting better. So I was like, well, I know that I need to get a bow before I practice to see if I want a PSE. And archery's like one day you have it, the next day you lose it. It's exactly the same, isn't it? Exactly the same as golf. One day you got it, next day you got nothing. So yeah, I'm going up to this archery shop. I go, give me something. I'm gonna buy something. I got $500. Saved up for ages. Got $500. Give me something. I've given up on Hyot completely. Got rid of that thing. Totally didn't suit me, the Hyot. For some reason, I just did not get any better for the whole 2 years that I had it. So I get to this shop, I say, okay, what's the go with archery? I want to get into it. He goes, no, I'm not selling you a bow. I said, wait. I said, what? I said, hang on a minute. I've got the money. I'm ready to go. Yeah, so trust me, it's the same thing here. So I go, keen to go, I've got the money, sell me a bow, I've got to try it. Like, how can I know if I like archery or not until I get a bow? He's like, no, I'm not selling you a bow till you know what you want to do. And I said, what do you mean? I want to shoot some arrows. It's like, no, you got to know whether you want to be a hunter, or you want to be a target shooter, or you want to be a 3D shooter. I said, well, how do I know if I don't shoot an arrow? How do I know if I don't shoot a bow? He goes, I don't care, don't worry, I'm not going to sell you a bow until you can come to me and say, I want to be this type of an archer. And I said, holy hell, this is a bit ridiculous. This is up in, I shouldn't say the name, but it's up halfway to Newcastle, like just before Newcastle this shop was. He was a nice guy, but he's just crackers. So I said, okay, well, fine then. So I sat in their shop for like 2 hours, a tiny little shop, just looking around, having a look at all the things. He ended up letting me have 1 or 2 shots of his compound bow. I was like, wow, but it was the first time I shot anything, so I didn't really know anything. I didn't really know how it felt. So I thought, all right, here we go. So 2 hours up there waiting, still wanting to get an archery. He won't sell me anything, so okay, I'm going home then. So I go home. I get back on the internet. This is when I found Stephen Hand's videos, and that's what made me want to get into it, because he had so many review videos on different compounds. I was like, ooh. So a couple of weeks went by. I went, I don't know whether I want a compound or a recurve. I just don't know. I don't know whether I want to be a hunter or I want to be an archer. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to shoot arrows. I just don't know if I'm going to like it. So I went back to the shop. Here in Milwaukee, we have public ranges, country parks, no need for membership. Oh, how good would that be? Oh, it's not like that in Australia, let me tell you. So then I went about 2 weeks later. So this is like, you know what I mean? I'm keen to get an archery. 2 weeks later now, I go to back to the store with me money. I said, listen, give me the cheapest bow you've got. He's going, nah, I'm not selling you something till you know what you want. And I said, listen, I want the cheapest piece of crap you got. I'm not leaving this store until you sell me a bow. So that's what I said to him. I said, you got it. And he's like, what? I said, listen, I'm not leaving this store until you sell me a cheap bow. I do not care. I just want to see what it's like to shoot arrows. And I'm not going to know what it's like to shoot arrows until I shoot a lot of arrows. I'll have a practice anyway, sit there for a couple of days, you know what I mean, shooting. So bingo bango, he sells me this dodgy cheap recurve, a cartel, with the plastic rise, like a plastic riser recurve. It's like, okay, sweet. And then he sells me these arrows. God, some shops are just shocking. He sold me these, it was a 30-pound recurve, and he sold me like some 500 spined arrows, and I was like, well, I didn't know at the time. Cut down, they were short too. They weren't like, it was just majorly over spined. But what it was just the only arrows he had. He was just like, oh yeah, I got a box full of hunting arrows. I'll sell him some of these. Shut him up. So he sold me 6 arrows and this cheap recurve bow. So I come home and I start shooting, and man, I couldn't hit the target to save me life. And it wasn't because I was a bad shooter. It was because these dodgy spined arrows. There's no way you could hit the target even if you're a bloody Alex Pot. So I'm like, alright, get into it. But I liked the practice. I liked being able to just get out there and shoot. And it didn't mean that I had to walk around for 4 hours. I could just go out, have a cute, like, you know, an hour shoot, and then I'm done. You know what I mean? I've done some practice for the day. I've got a hobby type thing done for the day. So I thought, this is pretty cool. This seems like the sport for me. So that was it. I was like, okay, bang, I'm into it now. So then I start looking around, and I found Full Draw Archery at West Gosford. Now that's a good shop. If you want not West Gosford, at North Wyong. So yeah, Full Draw Archery. I found this Full Draw Archery, and I went in there, and he's a really nice guy. He's like, listen, I'll help you out, no worries, whatever you want. You know what I mean? I'll fill you in. He goes, I'm a hunter, I'll sell you some target gear, I'll sell you whatever you want. Whatever you want, I'm happy to help you. So I was like, that's what I need. I'm a new guy, don't know what I'm doing, I just need someone to tell me what I need and tell me what to get, and rah. So he ended up having a second-hand C4, second-hand Conquest 4, with the scope, the setup, the whole works. I think it was 1400. Pretty sure it's 1400. And I'm like, oh, do I want this? Do I want this? And I'm like, yeah, I do, I think. So I saved up, of course, and because I had the 500, 2 weeks later I had some more money, 3 weeks later I had some more money. I ended up, by the time I got to this point, it was like about 5 or 6 weeks. So I had the 1400 saved up. I was like, oh, sweet, like I've been wanting to get into archery for the last 2.5, 3 months now. I've got some money, so I can get this C4. So I went, oh, well, if I get the C4, it's a target bow. And what made me get it too was watching Steve's video. I was like going to get into the recurve, and then I seen Steve Hand's video about the C4. Well, it wasn't about the C4. He was doing a review on the drive or something, I don't know. And then he was comparing it to the C4. And he was telling me, and I was talking about how nice the C4 is and how it's a really good target bow. And there's been a lot of competitions ones. So I was like, all right, here we go. 340 grains, there we go, that's not bad, Roman. Oh, 1 red dog's in. So yes, I'm like deciding, do I get this C4? Because if I get into C4, that means I'm getting into target, because it's not a hunting bow. So that meant I had to find a target club, and I knew there was a target club right near my house. It was right next to me high school growing up. So I spent a lot of time in that archery, in the archery oval when I went to school. Because it was right next to me in school. I used to wag and just go hang in the archery field. So I knew it was there, so I was like, okay, seeing I'm getting into archery, seeing I'm getting into target, I better go sign up with this target mob. So I've gone down there, and good old president, Mr. Neo-Nazi, that's what I call him, Mr. what do we call him? Napoleon. We call him Napoleon. That's the name of me president. Let me think. Yeah, so we this absolute crackpot. This president's got to go. He's abusing everyone lately. Anyway, so I go down. I see the president. I say, oh, I'm keen to get into archery. I'm like, I'm keen to go. Can I sign up today? He's like, nope. I was like, what do you mean? Like, I'm keen to get into it. Let's talk this out. I want to get into archery. You got the club. I want to sign up. I'm a competitor. You know what I mean? I'm keen to compete. That's what I do. I get into things pretty hard and I go pretty hard at them. And he's like, no, you need to do a beginner's course. And I said, no worries, bro. Like, I don't care. Whatever I have to do, let's get me involved in this target club. Like, I want to get into it. Let's do the beginner's course today. I'll give you the money now. I'll give you the money. Let's get into it. No. I'm going. This is his answer. This is the president. This is how good they are at my club. It's ridiculous. The one that I'm banned to practice at the moment, even though that I've gone and paid everything, still banned. Absolutely ridiculous. So I go up to the president. I said, well, what have I got to do to get in this club? Is this ridiculous? No, I should have put him in an armbar, except he's about 4 foot tall. Small man syndrome. So I'm flying armbar, flying omoplata, should have hit him with. So I said, well, how can I get in this beginner's course then? He goes, I might do one in 6 weeks. And I went, hang on a minute, wait a second, what's going on? I said, do you mean that I have to wait 6 weeks before I can shoot an arrow? He went, yep. I went, that's not very nice. What's going on there? How come I have to wait so long? Well, I don't feel like doing a beginner's course. I said, but I'm here. I want to sign up. I want to be out there shooting today. I don't want to wait 6 weeks. Nah, I don't care. Such a good club, but it's the only target club within 2 hours drive of me, so I had no choice. So, alright, whatever. So he goes, okay, 6 weeks then. I'll call you in 6 weeks when I'm thinking about doing a beginner's course. You're kidding. So I've waited 2 weeks before the guide let me buy a bow. I've waited another couple of weeks to get this thing. Then I found the C4. So from the time that I thought, okay, let's try archery out, it's probably been 3 months to the point when I got to go to this beginner's course, which just was ridiculous. And I was lucky that I'm a determined type of person. I'm like, well, I'm not giving up. I'm gonna bloody primal in the house. So I'm not going to give up. I'm just going to keep waiting. So then eventually, after the 6 weeks, I got into the beginner's course, and that was a 3-week course. So I wait the 6 weeks. Then when I do get the 6 weeks waited, I go have to do a 3-week course on listening to how good some guy is at archery that didn't even tell me anything. It was ridiculous. So yeah, it took me a long time to get into archery, that's for sure. It's a tedious process. I don't know. It's lucky I'm into it. It's lucky I hanged around because I do love it. I do love it now, that's for sure. I'm just keen to go have a game of golf. So then I finally done the beginner's course, finally got into everything. 3 months later, I got to shoot an arrow at a target. I had a thing in the backyard, but I only got the 18 in the backyard, so I was like, didn't really have any targets, didn't know what to shoot at, didn't know how to do anything. So 3 months it took me before I could shoot an arrow in Australia because of this shitty club at the moment. It's ridiculous. Then they banned me from filming, then they banned me from practicing, then they threatened to kick me out about 25,000 times. It's bloody the best club, but I've got no choice. And if I don't be a member of their club, I can't go around and compete anywhere else. How many sets of arrows do I have? Probably about 15. That's what I'm going to do a mad speed test, because I've got so many sets of arrows. I got gold tip, I got gold tip, I got everything. I was thinking this one, Carbon Tech. How's this for an arrow? This is why I've got the NVXs. Got these ones, Cheetahs. Have you heard of these bad boys? Cheetahs from Carbon Tech. Now these are one of the lightest arrows on the market. And I was like, oh, you can't get lighter than that. And Cheetahs were always the lightest ones. Got some gold tips, yep. Oh, I shot those before. Primal's been around for ages. Primal knows it all. Tell you what, check out Primal Archery's channel, Primal Outdoors. Absolutely great channel. Okay, so we're up to the next step now. We've got them filed. Let's get some veins out and see exactly what they're going to weigh up as. So I'm going to use some FFP 187s. That's the type of fletch I'm going to use. I'm going to use 2 purple and a yellow. Let's go with the bow. So this is the shape of the vein I'm going to use. And I'm going to run purple and yellow. Yellow for the cock vein. So let's get the scales out and see exactly what the whole kit and caboodle is going to weigh. See how much I can knock off these points. At the moment, just the shaft alone is 183 grains. Oh, Primal's still trending on archery talk. Oh, that's exciting, Primal. Okay, so we need 3 of these. Let's throw 3 of these on. 1, 2. That takes it up to 90. Might need to use bigger veins just to get some more weight into it. Okay, we're at 193. Now we've got to put a collar on, because they come with collars. I'm going to run a pin system too. I'm not going to just run F.Nox. So here's the collar. Let's add that to the scale. Now we're up to 200 grains. Man, we're going to be cutting it fine, I think, trying to get it under over 350. Hit all the buttons. God, I love you guys. Hit that like button for me. Go and hit the like button. Show us a bit of love. Josh, those look like veins Primal tried to buy. Did you try and get these? Start your own archery club. Well, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that, Charles. I was seriously thinking about that for a long time. Because, man, I'd be good. I'm telling you. Or maybe I should run for president at the new club. What do you think? You think I should go for president just to get rid of this Fruit Loop? What do you think? You think I'll be a good president? Only joking. Okay, so let's have a look. The whole kit and caboodle. The whole kit and caboodle, veins and everything, weighs 363 grains. So if I take 20 off that, it will be 343. Do you think 343 would be too light? Tell me now, do you think 343 grains, so that's 7 grains under IBO, would be too much? Jimi for president. Make archery great again. That's got everything. Man, I got some good things though. Man, I got some good ideas for an archery club. How's this one? We've always got problems with people setting up, and nobody wants to set up and rah. Well, they charge $5 a fee. $5 a shoot at my club, which is nothing. So I was thinking, how's this for an idea? Then you need 5 people to set up. So those 5 people who set up get free shoot fees. Whoever's setting, then I'm telling you, whoever's going to get there in the morning to get those 5 spots to get free shoot, it's going to be a fight. And then instead of having they go from 150 to 120. So that's 30 grains. Oh no. You're right, they are 30 because they go. So I've got to implement heaps of things I'd be a good president. I'd be a crackpot president. Probably run into the ground. Okay, so we have 80, 100, 120, 150. That's right, so it's 30 grains. Oh, no. Which means it would be what? 33. I think 33 is going to be a bit too light, don't you? 333, is that going to be too light, you reckon? I've got a feeling 333 is just going to be too light. What do you think? Oh, the knocks. Let's throw the knocks on. Good idea. I knew I was forgetting something. Charles Duplessis looking after me. Oblexes, everyone's onto it. Everyone's onto the missing pins, missing knocks. Alright, let's load it back up and see where we're at with the knock. Put it on too quick. 0, 183. The veins are exactly 10 grains. Okay, where's my knock? Here's a knock. Let's see what the knock, how much the knock adds. Probably only not going to be much. Oh, 68. 68. So that means we'll go to 38. Do you think 38 will be too light? Do you think 38 will be too light? 338. I think the bow could handle it, don't you guys? What do you reckon? 338, running at 338? That's 12 grains lighter than IBO. How else could I weigh it down a little bit? Turn the bow down? I don't want to turn the bow down. I want it as fast as possible. I suppose I could turn it down. It'd be just as quick, wouldn't it? A 30-inch draw. That's what I thought. I thought 130. I know 150 is minimum glue. Glue's not going to be much. Let me see if I can find a little speckle of glue. Oh, it is a glue ring. I don't think the glue's going to add much. 350 minimum. How am I going to get it closer to 350 then? I need 12 grains to come out of somewhere. What if I use a fatter? What if I use a thicker What about a 3-inch vein, you reckon? Go into a 3-inch vein. I know I need the 300 draws. I calculated for an 80 grain point, Oblex. I calculated for an 80 grain point, and then after I ordered them, after I paid for them, bang. Let's try it with some fatter veins. See where we're at. Oh, 376. 377. So that'll be 47. That'll do it. I got the pins on there. Yeah, got the pins on there. Got the collars on there. Got the pins on there. So we're at 377. Perfect. Do you reckon 3 grains isn't going to do it? You think 3 grains would be alright? What other veins option do I have? 3 veins. Close enough, close enough. Okay, there we go. Perfect, okay. I'll just see what other veins I got actually. I got a lot of FLPs. I got blue FLPs as well. I got some blue FLPs. I got some vein techs. I think they're going to be too light. I got some super light. I got some little vein techs. I got some blue vein techs. Stick a booger on there. So it's 3 grain. No, it's going to be 348. 348 oblex with these fat ones. Calculate 348 for 347. 347 with these pink fletches. They're going to be, I suppose it'll be good. Have some extra length on there. I don't want to go over 350. I want it to be close to under than over. So I think that's the go then. Let's go. So we think we'll be all right. 3 grains under. Scotty, how are you, Scott? Did you measure your draw weight? No, I didn't measure my draw weight. Sorry, Oblex, I didn't see that one. No, I haven't measured my draw weight. How could I measure my draw weight quickly now? Do you want me to put it on the bow, on the press? Do you want me to go get the bow and we'll see exactly what poundage I'm pulling? How do you know it's 70? I'm just guessing. Okay. All right, people. Oblex has called me out. I've been exposed. Let's go get the so we're going pink veins then. We'll go pink veins. Let's pack all these up. I'll go get the bow. Let's set the press up. We'll put it in the draw board and we'll test the poundage for you. If we're going serious, let's go serious and go full serious then. Because like you said, it could be 68 and then we're right. Oh, because 68 brings it down a fair bit. I see what you're saying, Oblex. I see what you're saying now. We could get away with a bit more. We could get away with a bit more action if it's down to 68. If it is 68. All right, let's go get the bow. Let's set up this scale. You're going to have to keep yourselves occupied for a second. I need those pinkies to stay out. Pinkies stay out. Okay, we're getting closer. Man, it's going to be a long video. I might have to. What do we icon charge? 67. 73 pounds. Back it off by 1 pound. Then he can use 150 if they are. Okay. It is going to be a screamer, that's for sure. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Enjoy the bright side sign, and I'll go get the bow and we'll set up the press. Alright, I'm back. Got the bow. And there is the bad boy. So we're going to have to take everything off it. But in the meantime, let's set up this press. Give you some lighting space. Okay. I wish I had a texter down here. I need a texter. If I had a texter, I'd put a mark on here so I know that's the one I've got to bring it out to all the time. I've got a pen, but no texter. A bit of tape would have been good too. Where's some tape? Alright, hang on 2 seconds. Alright, I've got a bit of tape. I'm just going to stick a little tiny bit of tape on here. So I know that's the mark to bring it out to from now on. Okay, let's wind her out. Wind the bad boy out. What did I miss in the comments while I was gone? Oh my god, it's clean. Did you notice? I was waiting for someone to notice it is clean. I've cleaned up a little bit. Primal's onto everything. You can't get anything past primal, that's for sure. At 30 inch, it'll be 70 to 72, you reckon? I've got the bow scale here. I can put that on the drawboard, and I've got a brand new string on me thing. I put a brand new string on here. This is a brand new D-loop cable, so definitely the other one, if you get one of these, replace the string. It's not the strongest. Probably be alright, but no. Nicked all the curtains, man. We're in the dungeon down here. Look, we're under the house. We're under the house. This used to be trying to soundproof everything. It's just a little dungeon. It's a storage shed under my house, this one, where we're at. Oh, so we're in the den of iniquities, as Gary calls it. He's fins out every time he comes down here. Alright, here we go. I'm going to have to take off all the stabilisers. I need some quick detachers for these stabilisers too. Take the sight off. Be careful with the sight because I've done the third axis with the bright sight machine. And I was talking to bright sight, and my bright sight rest is on the way. So I'm keen as to get the bright sight rest out. Fully extended out. Alright, we're nearly there. Alright, I think that's going to be far enough. Let's get this front stabiliser off. We're definitely going to some trouble to set these arrows up, aren't we? Okay, slipper on here. Miss anything? Nice press, not sold in the US. Yeah, I didn't think it'd be allowed to be sold in the US actually. Oh no, I forgot about this. The drop away makes it a bit hard to set up. So we're going to move. Yep. Okay, let's throw this rubber band on there so she don't fall off. Okay, we're looking good. How's that? All strapped in. Let's throw the bow scale on there. Well, I put an arrow in there just to be safe. I'd rather bust me window than bust the bow. So let's throw an arrow on there just to be safe. In case all hell breaks loose. Hook that on there. Okay. Wind it back a little bit. Okay, we don't want kgs, we want pounds. Okay, let's wind it back. It really pulls it at a funny angle too. Oh no, it's set. Oh, God, because I stopped. That's at 62 pounds there. Just that much is 62 pounds. Holy Ellis, no wonder it's hard to draw back. Now let's bring it back. Can you believe that? That's 62 pounds there already. Okay. Now let's go. 60, 67, 67, 67. It's locked at 67. Don't lock. So it looks like it's only 67. Hang on, I need to redo that. These bow scales are shocking. These bow scales are shit house. Okay, retire it. I'm gonna have to do it quick, I think. $67. It starts to drop off now. How far are we from the thing? 47 now. So it's only 67 pounds. $67. $335 minimal for 67, you reckon? Is that what we're at? 67? Quick calculation for me, people. What's this? One red dog's thrown 338. We'll do a double check, eh? One more, two to make it true. 335. Well, now that's getting light. Okay, tear it. All right, let's go. $56. Clicked. God, this bow scale is just shit house. Take all the weight off it. Tear it. Okay, now we're good to go. Right, double check it now. Been a while, Mousy. Oh, Mousy. Just checking me. Oh, no. Oh. It's on kilos now. It's changed itself to kilos, this bloody bow scale. But it looks like we're running 67. Pounds, no, here we go. 67. And then it turns itself off. And changes itself to kilos. This thing is ridiculous. Maybe I've got to draw it back a bit smoother. This bow scale is just friggin' hopeless though. Okay, here we go. Let's try and do it a bit smoother. 67, 67, 66, and then it starts dropping back down. Alright, well that's lucky I did do that. Thanks Oblex, and thanks people for making me do that. Because now we know we're at 67 pounds. Alright, so that means I can make it even lighter. I might, like you said, I might be able to get the 150 grain points now. Alright. Let's try and get it as... Okay, so we're back. I'll move this in. Let's get this out of the road. We've been going for an hour. I haven't even started gluing any arrows yet. we go, we're back. Slide this in. Alright, let's get the scale back out. And do some recalculations, because that means I can use the small veins again, can't I? 120 in grains, FF veins, yeah. Looks like we're on for that one. Okay, thanks old Blex, you're a legend. Getting me to do that. Okay, so let's recalculate. Let's see where we're at now. Need to get these veins back out. I think you're right with the 120s. Yep, so there's 67. 67 minus 30 would be 37. Right on the money. Wouldn't it? Right on the money. 2 grains over. Well, we're spot on. Oh, and the F.A.C. will be 13 to 14. Oh, Blex, we're on, buddy. That's a perfect F.A.C. as well. Okay. Let's snap it down to 120. What's the best way to snap these down? 2 pliers? Two pliers, what do you reckon? Okay, let's snap these down. And we got confirmation. Are we confirmed? Is it snapping at downtime? Gives the confirmation. We ready? It's 120. Is that where we're going? Snapped off. Okay, let's do a final analysis, final assessment. $338. 338 people. Are we happy with that? 338. Is that what we want? Is that how we're going? I think we're on the money now. Okay. It's 338 exactly. I should maybe set them all up like that, do you think? Where's that lighter gone? I just had it here. Okay. We're ready to start gluing. Perfect. Okay, we're ready to start getting into it. And now I might weigh each one of these up exactly and set it up like that. And then we'll know each arrow is exactly 338, because that was exactly 338. Dead peanuts, that's it. Love you guys, gotta love you. Oh no, we got a 4 grain test. Let's just do a double check. I suppose this is the important bit, ain't it? We're getting the tedious thing out of the road now. After this, we can just start putting them together. Oh, oh, that hurt. I think I've broken one of my ribs of jiu-jitsu in the back. Oh, it's killing me. 338.2. So it's 338.2. Let's remember that. 38.2, because that's what we want them all to be at, within point of a grain. Okay, so let's get into it. Start gluing. Or should I get a file and make them? That's 120.6. Should I go get a file and file them all down exactly 120? Should I go get a file and make it perfect? That's going to be the question. We got one, no, we got one, yes. We need a confirmation. Who's going to be the decider? You'll be all night. I'm going to be here all night anyway. It's bloody ridiculous. We're going to get, it might be 2. You might get a double one out of this. Yes, Charles Duplessis. I think you're right. I think we need to be spot on. If we're going to make this much effort, if we're going to this much effort, let's make them right, eh? Alright, 2 seconds, guys. I'll go get a file. Oh, flat bastard, eh? Let's go get a flat bastard. Alright, I'm back. What an effort we're going to with these arrows. Okay. Got the file. Let's file it down a bit. Did that do anything? Oh, that took off 0.2 of a grain. Point 2. Oh, 120 spot on. Alright, so that means we should be, I'm not going to double check it, screw it. Okay, will I do all the points now? Might as well, eh? No, take me time. Let's just do one arrow, get it done. Please get one done. Stand on 1 foot and count to 3. Doing that one. Okay, Alright, okay, I missed something. Okay, let's get into it. I want to start, I want to get, how long we've been going for? 1 hour and 7 minutes. I haven't even got one arrow done yet. Not even one arrow. Do it once, do it right. I knew Charles Duplessis would get onto that one, because I love the way how professional you are at setting things up, Charles. Unlike me, just everything's going everywhere. Alright, let's get into it. Let's get the blowtorch cranking. And start the gluing process. I've only got that much glue left. What am I going to do first? I'm going to do the collars first, I think. Let's heat the glue up a bit. Don't put the glue in the flame, because you'll end up getting a burn mark on the whatsy. You get carbon in the glue. You don't want to touch the flame. You don't want to touch a flame on your glue, because if you touch the flame on your glue, it ends up getting a bit of blackness, and that blackness is carbon, and carbon's no good. We could do the Charles Duplessis trick and use a plastic bag as well, but I like to use glue. Okay, there we go. Let's make sure we put it in the right end. Okay, we have a point collar done. Let's get the point going. I don't really need that much glue, I don't think. I think I used a bit too much glue. I'm going to try and go as sparingly as possible with the glue. For the pins anyway. So I don't think I need much glue to hold the points and the pins in. The points on the other hand, I'll be generous with the points. Okay. These are pretty big collars actually. These collars would add, with the collars and everything, could probably take it out to 29 inches. My pins fit too tight. You don't even need to glue them in. It's a cold day here, the glue's drying quick. Should have waited a bit longer. Yeah, let's get the point in there, and we'll have one arrow down. Oop. Stuck me thumb in the flame, that's a good trick. Enough, a little bit more. On these cold days you really want to make sure that glue's melted. One arrow down. What's this? Oh, my Jimi live. Alright, here we go. We are live and we're loving it. Okay, we've got one arrow glued in, points and that ready to go. Hopefully this dries quick so we can get rid of this glue. And we'll do a weight test when it's all glued in. See how we're going. These are going to be some nice arrows. I reckon they're going to fly. Shoot a bare shaft. I will shoot a bare shaft because I want to see which way it rotates as well. We've got to find the rotation. So this video, by the way it's going, looks like it's just going to be points and pins. And then maybe the next video we'll do fletching. Do a recheck on the vein. $338.6. $338.6. Okay, so that's where we want to be running them at now. Okay, so let's leave that there. There's one arrow done. Let's do another one. Okay, we'll weigh them all as we go, eh? Is that what I should be doing? Should I be weighing everything as I go, you reckon? Or just doing it and then weighing it later? Okay, get the pin. And the collar. And snap off a point. Oh, I'm forgetting the knot. I'm like, why is it so short? What's going on? $338.2. Okay, plus the glue, we should be spot on. Check this is 120. Well, this is 120.6 as well. We need to knock 0.6 off this. The 0.6 must be the little burr that's left over from the snap. Exactly 120. Perfect. Alright, let's glue this bad boy. Now that we're on a roll, we can get on a bit of a roll anyway. Hopefully. Alright, you're doing well to hang around through this one, because holy hell, I'm getting bored doing it. 123 roll, 67. What's going on? What did I miss? Okay, there's that. Now where's my pin? Just a touch of glue. 1, 2, 3 roll. I've missed the chat. I have no idea what yous are on about. I have no idea. Just ordered a... Oh, the stand prefer X. Did you get the button or the resistance? Archery stuff's not boring. Love it, guys. Love it. Okay, good idea. Loving it. As long as you're not bored, I'm happy. Okay, so we've got the point in. Got the pins in. Let's get the point in. And we've got 2 arrows down. Good luck with the rest of the build, Jimmy. Practice for the state national indoors. Ooh, you're going in, are ya? You're going in it. I'm going in it too. Not long now, another month or so. Half of 3 weeks. The only problem with me is the indoor centre's 2 hours drive from where I am for the national indoors this year. 2 hours drive. Ridiculous. Alright, let's leave that till the glue dries a bit. We'll get on to the next one. Snap it down. I only need to scrape a little bit off this one. $200, perfect. Okay, start gluing them all together. Oh, do you know what I forgot to do though? I forgot to alcohol the inside of those 2 shafts. Fingers crossed they're not too dirty. I'll do it today, the rest though. Freaking carbon into my face. Okay, there we go. Can't believe I forgot to do that. Where were you guys with that one? Oh, you're going Dudley style primal. Dudley style with the 2-finger release. It is a lot easier to be a bit more consistent with 2 fingers, I've noticed. Well, that one slipped out a bit too easy. Okay, let's get the points. Going, going, going. I think as long as I get the points and the pins in today, I'll be happy. How long are we in for already? How much time have I got left on the old charge? Oh, we're only halfway through on the phone, so we got heaps of time left. Let's get into the point. Alright, so 3 down, 9 to go. I missed that, I need a long stretcher. Okay, another point. Check the weight. 04. Two. Still 04. Still 06. What the hell? Oh, now we're down to point 2. Over here. This one, you gotta take all of this one. This one's just not getting lighter. There we go. Alright, let's start gluing. Did anybody remind me to clean it? Who was the reminder? I should probably clean them all out. Give them a chance to dry, shouldn't I? Doing that then. Put them back in there once we're done. Two down. 3 down. So I just got a cotton tip with a bit of alcohol on there. Just throw a bit of alcohol down there, take away any of the carbon dust that's left in there from the factory. And just help the glue stick a bit better. The alcohol always makes the glue stick a bit better. Seems like there's a fair bit of dust in there as well, so lucky I did do it. Last one. How long were you going for now? An hour and a half. Carbon dust on my fingers, there was that much of it. Okay, there we go. Now we can get back to gluing. We're all dry, we're all good to go. Oh, we're getting there slowly. We're getting there slowly. Slow as a wet week. $35°C. Where are you from, Dix Q? Guessing wherever it is, it's summer. It's about, well, feeling I reckon about 18 here at the moment. Maybe a bit colder because the glue's drying real quick. So these are the VAP pins too. It's cool how Victory have like one thing for everything, you know what I mean? These pins fit in the VAPs and everything. Well, that was a bit close. Then before that, it's dry already. Before I even get to the thing, the glue's dry. That's the problem with gluing. This hot melt on a cold day is hard to use because it dries quicker than you can get it in there. Okay, up to the point. Heat her up a little bit. Four down. Let's just randomly check this arrow, see how it's going. Oh, it's still got the glue on there. We could check this arrow though. Snap the glue off. $38.8, that one's a bit heavy. As long as they're within a grain, I reckon we're right. Okay, let's get into the next one. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to go. We might get the glue, the points in by 2 hours. shaft. Okay, collar done. Let's get the pin out. Let's just try and hammer through it now, eh? Try and get a bit done a bit quicker. Just doing my head in. Point in. Okay, we got to snap this one down. You know what the smarter idea would have been? To weigh everything and then file this down accordingly to make everything the same. Well, that one's on the money, ready to go. That was lucky. Okay. Get this glue hot. Alright, another one down. Hammering through it now. Let's just hammer through it. So I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it. Sick of it! Let's just try and pump through it. How many people got still? 19 people still watching. God, I love you guys. Alright, let's get back into it. Let's try and pump it out now. We've done all the weighing and crap. Let's just pump them in there. Go, collar. Six to go after this one. Pin. The tedious process of building arrows. Snap this point down. It's just so repetitive too, doing the same thing over and over and over and over. Ooh, another one just on the money. Perfect. Another one down, pumping through it now. Okay, collar, 6 to go, halfway. But we're pumping through it now anyway. Pumping through it. Record pace. So what else has been happening? Give me something to talk about, people. Give me something to talk about. What else has been happening in the archery scene, in the archery world? Any new products? Primal's getting his Perform X. I wouldn't mind a stand Perform X either. They definitely look like a mad release, especially after seeing Steve Rosberg's videos on them. He's loving them, loving the Perform X, the Prefer X or whatever it is by Stan. For $5, what? What? Did I just get a donation and didn't even see it? So you're joking me, aren't you? Let's check this. Oh, Ben, you are a legend, buddy. God, I love you. Oh my goodness. You guys are absolute legends. Donations, God, I love them. They help you. Tell you what, they do help out heaps. So I've got to buy all these, I had to buy all this stuff. I didn't get this stuff for free. Everything helps. God, I love yous. Ah, oh, thanks, bro. You're an absolute champion. I'm missing everything in the chat. I've got to keep your heads up. That's the only problem with these lives. The camera's a bit too far away. I might need to get another phone here with the chat happening. That's probably a better idea. I can keep it up. I'm surprised it didn't come up though. It should have come up. Oh. Where are you guys? I forgot to put the chat on the whole blimmin' time. Ah, thick as a brick. Thick as a brick. Can't believe I forgot to... Oh, you did, Lex. Lex, I gotta start paying more attention because you're on the money. Okay, now the chat should be on anyway. Can't believe I forgot that. Can't believe I forgot to turn the chat on. That's why I didn't get the notification about the donation either, because that... Oh, I should have come up. You've got donation. Right on the money, first go. Okay. Alright, someone test the chat for me. See if we're up and running. Ah, there we go. Now it's working. Did I spine a line them? I'm going to spine a line them once I get do a bare shaft. I might bare shaft them in to get the spine alignment. But we tested the bow, and the bow's only 67 pounds. So we're running right on IBO, which is awesome. So we're going to be going quick as, man. I'm going to borrow the it does line the thing up, but I don't trust it. I don't trust the old spine align line. How do they do it? They say it's in the wrap, like when they wrap it. I don't know though. I don't know how they can line get the printer to know which way the arrow's coming into the machine. I don't know. I'll have to talk to Adam about that one. Find out exactly how they're working out this spine alignment thing. Yeah, I know there's a spine on the shaft. There's a line on the shaft, but how does Victory get the line? Because you got to think, they're going through a factory like this. They're going down a conveyor belt, doof, 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 doof. Yeah, and then it, lays the wrap on. It goes through the machine, wraps the line, keeps going, wraps the next one, keeps going, wraps the next one. How does the machine know which way's up and which way's down? I don't know. Unless it's floating through water, I'm thinking maybe the conveyor belt's on water, so then the spine's always facing up. I don't know. I'll have to ask Adam about that one. He is the Victory man. But yeah, I'm not too sure about that, how they work that one out. Not too sure at all. So that's, and when I done the, they say to put it down, do they? That's what, when I done my NVX 23s, I tested them all on bare shaft and they were all different. Bloody cold weather, glue cools down so quick. That's it. Which way do you point them? Do you point the mark up or the mark down? My NVX 27s, I got the mark facing down. I don't know if That's how they're meant to be or not. Is that what you were talking about, the down bit? $120 on the money. Okay, we're pumping through it now. We're starting to get a bit of a roll on. I suppose we just had to get all the way in and work an out process out of the road first, didn't we? There we go. How many? 4 left. You. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Spine floats down, does it, Oblex? You tested it. Ooh, that's interesting. Have you floated these shafts though, the victory shaft, to see if it all lines up? As long as they're consistently fletched and knock, it doesn't matter. Yeah, but how do they know? Is it just a guess? They're just going, oh yeah, we'll just line them like this. So is it just so you can have the wraps facing up all the time? Is that what it's for? Who knows? That's a good question. Maybe I should leave one undone and go float it in the bath and see which way the line comes up. Oh, it lined up with the mark, so it is true. Oh, okay, I'm happy with that. Thanks, Oblex. Thank you. So it has been tested and it's true then. Oh, well, that's alright. Saves me having a bare shaft on. Bit of excess glue on that one. We're getting there now, we're pumping through it. $120, loving it. We're nearly there. Do you think I should do it all? What do you reckon? Do a fletching video tomorrow for you? Or continue on and do a 3-hour video? It's going to be close to 2 hours before I finish. What are we at now? 1 hour and 40. 3 to go. I really want to get them done so I can go test them. I'm unsure the victory achieved this point. Does make it easy to fletch them with the line on there, that's for sure. But it's cool, Oblex has tested it. So Oblex has tested it, he said they float all the line. The line lines up with the float test, so you can't, the float test doesn't lie. Okay. Pins. I've been going a bit heavy on the glue with these pins. I think we're going to have to wait till tomorrow. I haven't tried it with the high let off yet actually. I did shoot, well, the very first time I shot it was with the high let off, and it was pretty easy to shoot compared to the low let off, compared to the fast let off. That fast let off module is just crazy. So I'll be getting the chrono this Savo hopefully. Fingers crossed I'll get the chrono, borrow the chrono this afternoon. So I'll be able to put it to the test. I'll shoot all the arrows through it, I'll get the arrow speed, and then I'll do an arrow speed test with the 3 different modules. What do you reckon? Because I can take the low let off module off the Perform X and be able to see the difference, exactly the difference between all 3 modules. You know the problem with these pins? I've just been noticing. But they have a massive big dip in between there, and the glue keeps filling up in this little gap here. So that's going to change the weight a bit, I think. That will be fun. I thought that too, trying to find out all the different, see the different mods, see the different speed of the mods. Forgot to snap it off. Two to go. Perfect. 2 arrows to go and we're done on the points and the pins, people. 2 arrows to go. And these are the red ones too, the sports. I just got the sports because I use the sports with the vaps, so I thought, why not just try the sports out with the old HVs. So close. One to go. Then we'll weigh them all and see how close they are. As long as they're within 1 grain, I'm pretty happy, I think. What's the weight deflection you guys recommend? Yeah, the other one's optional, that's right. No, it doesn't come with all 3. Comes with just 1, just the high let off. And then if you want the other ones, they're added extras. Looks like I'm gluing the point in first. I wonder if I glued any of these in upside down. Doesn't look like it. Oh, back's getting sore from doing this. Oh. Try to get them exactly the same, you reckon? think the glue is going to be the problem. How much glue falls in between each little bit of the pin, the point. Last one. Oh, right. Now I need to start. God, look at all this mess, these points. Doesn't take me long to make a mess, does it? Okay, let's get these out of the road. Let's clear some space. Don't need the blowy anymore. See how close we are on the weight. These glue rings. This bit of glue is glued on there big time. Alright. That's that one done. We'll do a couple here. Just snapping the little glue rings that are left over the glue. Okay, let's see how close these three are before we all bail out. $103.24.2. That one's a grain out. So this is 24.4. This is 23.4. So that's a whole grain out. That must be the glue in between the gaps. That's a bit shocking. $323.4. So this one's just a heavy one. I'll have to try and counteract that with the veins. 24. They're all a fair bit out. That glue's made a massive difference. Because of the glue was filling up in between the points, it's made a massive difference on the weight. What? This one's 25. Oh, I still got this on here. $24.2. So they're all pretty close, except for that one that's out. This must have got a bit too much glue in between that gap. I'll know how to do it next time. 23 point. That's 23. That's a light one. We'll put the 23s and the 24s separate. How could I get them even now? Not very easily. Chrono won't notice one grain, you don't reckon? They say one grain's not bad, but what I can do is just find some heavier veins and put like some of the heavier veins, because the veins aren't all the same weight. 24. There's only a couple that are 23s so far. I think my batteries are going dead on my scales too. $24.6, that's a heavy one. Okay, 4 more to check. $24. There's a lot of them that are all 24s. It's just a couple that are a bit lighter. So looking pretty good. I bet if I went through that bag of veins, there'd probably be a couple of heavy veins in there I could get away with too. $24. There's a lot of them on the 24, right on the money. Veins should be the same. Surprisingly, veins aren't the same. Veins are way out. They're the ones that are like surprisingly the most different. That's what I've noticed anyway. When I was doing up the when I was doing the super tune and weighing everything to be spot on, the veins were the hardest thing to get even. They'll have to be going through one, like changing this one, changing that one. $23.4, so there's another 23, huh? Last one. $24. So we've got 4 that are 23.6, around the 23.6 mark, and the rest are around the 24 mark. So they're only half a grain out anyway, and these ones are really close. Got all the glue off. Looking good. Alright guys, so we've done it. We've glued the points and the tips in. What a hectic situation that was. Alright guys, so we might call it there. How long? Exactly 2 hours. Holy hell. Okay, so I might do another livey tomorrow morning. And we'll do the fletching. What do you reckon? Another livey tomorrow? One gram is not that much at all. Chrono won't notice a gram. Okay, yeah, so I don't think it's a whole grain out. I think it's like half a grain. But I might be able to get away with that with the veins. We'll see tomorrow. We'll get it all weighed out. I might weigh it out off camera because that's a bit of a tedious process. I'll get them all weighed out, then tomorrow we can just fletch them all. I got to bare shaft it to see. I wonder if the grips can handle it. See which way they're rotating. That's what we got to do. See which way they're rotating, and then we'll get into it and fletch them up. All right, guys. So I think that's about it. Packet of knocks. Alrighty, guys. It was a long one today. That's it. Okay, see you all. Hit the like button for me. Hit the subscribe button. Hit all the buttons. I'll see you tomorrow for the fletching video. We're getting closer to shooting this bow anyway. We're getting closer. See you guys. Love yous all. Yeah.